Whoa. Welcome back, everyone. Well, I think it's August 14th, I believe. And me and Wylie are out here checking out some public land. We're going to see if we can find ourselves a place to hunt for this fall. Just, get away, do something new. So we're going to run back here on some public land, check out a few different spots, see if we can find a spot that's got a lot of deer action and little human action, and see if we can find a spot to put up a camera. So I got a few different spots picked out on the maps that look decent. Obviously, I don't know what they're gonna look like in person, but I picked out a few spots that I like the best as far as transition areas, creeks, and things like that that I think could hold a lot of deer. So we're gonna go check this out here, and hopefully we find a good spot to set up a camera. But, So basically what this piece of public is there's 3 or 4 main ag fields that are right here. There's 2 of them as we turn it back right here. There's this ditch that runs in between them, and there's this section of public that works up in between a couple of the ag fields and wraps around them. So with this ditch moving through here, I feel like they're gonna be traveling along that as easy access to move from bedding area to bedding area or from ag field to ag field. So I think we get deep in there, we can catch them moving from their transition areas. I honestly think this is a place that gets overlooked. Hopefully we can find some good trails that intersect, and we can get a camera going. I don't know. Might be a good amount of water in here. I don't have my high boots on. The deer trail coming out of it right there. We're gonna have to go farther up to see if we can find a place. Got less water, or else might be screwed. We're just on the edge of this clear cut right here. We just crossed the bridge right here. I was thinking about getting back in here because I think they're gonna move along, flow this way off the edge of that creek and into the bedding areas, which I believe would be back here. There's a bed. Big deer bed right here. Just off the edge of this trail. I think I want to move into the timber a little bit, though. I don't want to stay on the edge of this clear cut. I don't believe. It's pretty thick out here. Another good trail right here that intersects this one we've been on. Goes this way. I'm thinking I'm wanting to get farther back though.
Yeah.
We're not too far off the ag fields here. Probably only about 100 yards. There's some more openings that kind of clears up a little bit out there. And a couple spots, I think closer to those are going to be better. The other trail, there's a huge intersection right here. One that goes this way, one that goes this way. And it looks like farther up in there, there's a lot of them. I wanted to get on the other side of this thicket, but it looks pretty good in here. But I think we'll check that other side out first to see before we make a decision. The good thing is, if I do ever want to hang a set in here, that looks like there's tons of trees that would work. That's a positive, but keep moving back. Let's keep pushing people. Fill it down through here. It gets almost kind of marshy back here, actually. I think we're getting into a bedding area, but there's just little open clearing here. Cornfields are still off that direction, but it looks like there's some good trails that are moving through here. So I don't really want to be in this clear cut though, so I think we're gonna push back just a little bit farther to see if we can find where the woods opens up. It has to open up out there. I don't know, but let's keep pushing deeper. Let's see if we can keep finding some good juice on it. There's a good bed right there. There's trails moving off of it. We're just off that cut and it starts to open up in here a little bit. Still pretty thick with a lot of cover, but there's a heavy trail coming out of that tall grass opening. Yeah, there's definitely some mold, obviously. There's a nice big track right here. There's a decent trail that comes up through here. It actually looks pretty good out here.
There's a bunch of beds all over.
Ran into a tree stand up here. I kind of expected that we'd run into one at some point. There'd at least be one person hunting around here. This big clear cut's got trails everywhere. It's just so thick back here. Crazy to walk through. All right, well, we got back up to the spot we originally found the few trails through this tall grass that were pretty well beaten down. So we found a tree. Trails are just out here behind Wylie. Found this big one right here facing that way. The thing I like about this spot right here on this tree right here is that if anyone's accessing it from the same way we did, they're gonna be moving through it like this or like this. So they're more apt to walk right past the camera rather than look right into it since it's on the back of this big tree. You sure now? Card. I do have the card to swap it out. But... This set's just north of my Uncle Nate's rifle blind that he's got, and along the ditch, not along the ditch, but out in the tall grass, the tall weeds that my dad killed his big 8-point up 2 years ago now. But basically, the tree stands up there on that tree right there. And we call this a triangle stand because you have 3 shooting lanes. You got one where Wylie's standing right now, one where I'm standing, and one that way. But basically there's a trail that comes out right where we walked up, goes through here, another one that goes through here, and a third one that comes off back there. So deer movement in here or at least we hope, we think coming from the corn. I actually set this camera on video mode yesterday when I put it out here, so maybe we got some videos. Let's turn it off. Pull the car. No, it doesn't look like we got anything, because these are all it's a picture from my signing today, and these are all pictures from last year that I took. It's at 29 videos though. I don't know. It could be in a different file on the card. Actually, let's take that card out. I'll put this one in, okay?
Just taking a video right now anyway.
Probably. Take this card out. And put this one in. Doesn't show any on the camera, but I can put it on the computer and on to the next one. So when I called and asked for help to see why it wasn't working, when they explained that the Verizon tower wasn't working, the lady said to leave it on overnight or something, just in case. That way when the tower did get up and working, that it'd connect and start working. So I just came back here and put it out here. So I don't know if it's working or not, because I've never got anything from my phone. I would probably say no, but we'll see. Yeah, no, it still says it has no signal and no server. We did get pictures. It didn't send it to my phone. It's not connected to the server, the signal to my phone like it should, like a cell cam should. But it did still take pictures and attach it to the SD card of a baby fawn. Got her head, cover head. It looks like I might need to adjust the angle that it's at. Yeah, I'll just adjust the angle that it's at. See if we can pair it up. Now that it says that I got an email last night that said my request had been filled, which I don't know if that means. I don't really know what that means, honestly. When I called them, I would assume that means the tower's back up and running, but this isn't working, so I don't know.